Spray all your tins, get the corners, the edges.
What are you spraying them with?
Canola oil.
Oh, very good.
And I mix flour and cinnamon. And I put a teaspoon in each pan. And then I start to,
That looks like a pretty big teaspoon.
whatever, just some, doesn't matter, you're going to take it out. And you just bang it out. You don't want any in the corners. If it's in the corners, you have to tap it out. Then you just go from one to the other.
Okay. Why do you do this?
Because I take them out of the tins at the end and I want them to come out easily. Okay, to prepare the flour, I sifted it from my bag into the bowl. And now I'm measuring it by the dip method. I'm just dipping one thing. I'm just running my knife across it and leveling it off. It needs to be level. 19. First thing I start with is baking soda because it's white. I'm going to use 5 spices in mine. I'm going to use ground ginger. Looks like this. I'm going to use clove, ground clove. I'm going to use ground cinnamon, ground allspice. Allspice is a spice you might not have used before. Allspice.
What's allspice? Is that a lot of different spices?
Nope, allspice is not different spices. It's one berry that's called allspice.
That's interesting.
And then nutmeg.
Ooh, my favorite spice.
Okay, I put all my spices in here, then I put some flour on the top, and now I'm sifting it.
So that's an 8-cup measure, and we have 18 cups in there. And this is our last one of 8. But that's 18 cups of sugar. This is our bowl we're using because it's just going to make it easier to mix it. Here she's measuring out oil, and she needs 6 cups.
I need 6, and this is very accurate. This kind of measure is extremely accurate because I looked there and it says exactly 2. Much better than using this big, huge thing. So I'm going to pour it in
Yeah,
here.
she said she doesn't like to use a large container to measure oil because it's too hard to really see.
To be exact. I am measuring the milk for the recipe, and I need 4 cups of milk. Once again, I'm using my fancy measuring thing, and I'm going right up to the 2. Not over it, right up to the 2 mark. And I need 4 cups. It's a large can of pumpkin. This is solid pumpkin, not the pumpkin pie filling. There's 3.5 cups.
What do you mean
each
pumpkin
can.
pie filling?
Pumpkin pie filling has spices already in it, and sugar already in it. This has nothing in it. This is plain, solid packed pumpkin. My raisins have been soaked in boiling water and drained.
Not a little Christian Brothers brandy like Mother used to do?
No alcohol. Nope. Just water and drain it off. Then I have my nuts, which have already been chopped.
So you're putting your eggs in the mixer bowl.
There's too many eggs here to put right in my bowl. Normally you mix a quick bread right in the bowl. We're going to mix the eggs first in here. Okay, the first 2 things we're going to do is mix the sugar and the oil. So I'm going to put the oil in. I'm going to let it drain out of the bowl. What your eggs need to look like when they go in.
So you just broke up the
I just
yolks.
broke them up. Did a minute or so.
It'd be harder to do that by hand. So
I like this. So we're just gonna put them in. Once again, I like to use my big scraper. Get the last bit out. Okay, this is what it should look like. I'm going to put the pumpkin in now. I'm going to use a little smaller scraper so I can scrape the pumpkin out of the can.
And you've got 3.5 cans of pumpkin
Right,
here.
whatever the amount is here.
I know.
I'm going to put it in 3 batches. This is the first batch. I'm going to mix it. Okay.
That's chocolate over there for my English toffee.
Now the second
It's trying to
batch.
get into the act.
Now the second batch. And again, I'm scraping out my can. Again, I'm scraping out the can.
Don't want to miss that, the scraping of the can.
Want to scrape out your can. This is what it looks like before we put the flour and spices in. Okay, flour and milk.
You sure that's the bigger one?
Yep. Yes, Marjorie. That's the little. Okay. Flour and milk. So. Half of the milk, 1/3 of the flour. And we don't need to stir it fast, it just needs to be stirred. And actually, you can use the whisk.
Why don't you grab the other one? It doesn't have as many of the wires in it. It won't get caught up.
Don't worry about the lumps. It's a quick bread, it can have a little lumps.
Why can it have lumps?
Doesn't matter, it's a quick bread.
Why doesn't it matter?
Okay,
Gotta be a reason.
no reason, it's just a quick bread. It's like a muffin, it's like you're making a muffin. Okay, the rest of the flour. Okay, it's getting to be perfect.
What was it before?
I don't know, it's getting there.
So how many of these breads are you giving me? Joyce has a difficult time trying to figure that out.
These are nuts. These are the nuts we showed you before. Okay, we just need to fold these in. Come to the bottom, pull it up over the top, so it fits all through.
Looks wonderful.
That's it, we're done.
It's a done deal.
Okay, we're using this spoon. It's a
Soup spoon. Sort of, no, not a ladle. It's a mixing.
Okay, I'm gonna fill my pan 2/3 of the way up. So for this spoon, for me, it's 2.5. It's 2.5. So it's 2/3 of the way up. And then I just line them up in my pan.
So now she's putting them into my oven that really does, it's a bigger oven than the average oven, but it holds 5 full sheet pans, this oven. She's putting 5 of these in a row on 3 of the racks.
Right. They want some
So we'll get-
space, but they don't need a lot.
So we're going to get 30 done at a time.
To talk to them. Bye-bye, guys. Do a good job for me. Thank you.
Okay, let's see how they look. pretty nice.
Can we get a pan, please? Let's put them on the pan.
You and your, what do you call it, asbestos hands?
Don't do this at home.
Do this at home.
Use a pot holder. Wrapping the breads. They're finished. Wrapping them up, and then they go in a little decorative bag.
I hear something's done back there.
Okay.
Let's go check out what's in the oven.
Okay, when they come out of the oven like this, they're hot. You just take them right out of the pan. They come right out of the pan when they're hot. Let me show you one more. Take it out, flip it over, and it comes right out. If you wait until it gets cool, it won't come out of your pan. They come right out of your pan. You put them on the cooling rack and let them fully cool. See, sometimes they stick, so you take a knife and just go around the outside. Loosen it up and it comes right out. This year I bought snowflake bags. You can buy any bag at all. They fit really nice into these bags. So, you cut ribbon, because you're going to put a piece of ribbon, complementary color. Take one bag. Let's put these to the side. Inside your bags are always your ties. So we take one tie out. Open your bag. And you just slide your bread in. See how nice they fit? There's enough to tie. So we take their little tie that they have, twisty tie, tie it up, and you could hand it to somebody just like that, but I do like to take another ribbon, and sometimes I'll use two ribbons, a blue and a red or something, and I tie the ribbon, and I use curling ribbon. I just tie it like that, and then I find a pair of scissors, and you just curl it. You don't need a whole bunch of curl things, you just need, I don't have it here, but I might add a little white to that, or just leave it like that. That's very pretty.
It's pretty.
Not necessarily the nicest of all the ones I made, but we're going to cut it and see what it looks like inside with a serrated knife, and just go back and forth, and it's going to cut. You just make a little oops. It's a little bit warm. When it's a little bit warm, it's going to do that.
Let's see what the middle turn it. So you can see the middle.
Yeah, it's a little bit warm. We probably shouldn't be cutting it.
That's beautiful. What does it taste like?
Well, let's try a little piece. Delicious.
Let me have a piece too. Little piece.
Here, you can have a piece too.
Well, thank you very much, Abby.
Right out.
Abby and her pumpkin breads.
And you wash these for next year.
Say bye.
Bye.